V is equal to IR, where R is, now all the free electrons are in the electric field. So now you know the amount of charge transported. Calculate this charge with respect to time. Hello everyone, I am Maitri, Faculty of Physics, Vidyashram, Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. So welcome to the session 2 of the chapter 3, Current Electricity. In the last session, we discussed the Ohm's law, current, resistance and the factors on which the resistance depends, mainly on length and area. Now, keeping that relation, we will derive the relation J is equal to sigma E from Ohm's law. What is this J? J is the current density, J. Sigma is the conductivity, which is the reciprocal of resistivity. And E is the electric field. Now I have to derive this relation using Ohm's law. You know, Ohm's law is given by V is equal to IR. And to derive this J is equal to sigma E, we have to draw this diagram. The diagram consists of a conductor which is connected to a battery of potential difference V. When this conductor is connected to a battery, a current I start to flow in this conductor because the potential difference V creates an electric field which makes the electrons to move towards the positive terminal of the battery. And this conductor has the area of cross section A and the length L. Now, Ohm's law is given by V is equal to IR, where R is equal to rho L by A, where rho is the resistivity. Now, in this equation, let us consider I by A, where I by A is the current density. So, current density is defined as the ratio of current per unit area of cross section. Replace that, then you get the RHS as J rho L. J rho L. And this potential difference can be expressed in terms of electric field and length. This you know the relation which we have derived in the chapter 2. So, potential is equal to EL, where E is electric field and L is the length of the conductor. In this equation, the length gets cancelled and we have E is equal to J rho. But we need J is equal to sigma E. Therefore, this equation, let us rearrange in terms of J. So, J is equal to E by rho. Now, compare the equation which we need and what we have now. So, in that, we have the J and we have the E. Now, the only one thing is rho should be replaced by the sigma. According to the definition, sigma is the reciprocal of rho. Therefore, 1 by rho is equal to sigma. 1 by rho is equal to sigma. So, 1 by rho is equal to sigma. So, J is equal to, let me write first in the magnitude, J is equal to sigma E, and in vector form, J is equal to sigma E, in which J is a vector quantity and E is the electric field. Yes, this is the relation which we have derived using Ohm's law. Now, let us define the current density. Current density J, current density is represented as J. Yes, to define that, look at the picture. It will be very easy for you. Look at the picture. This is the current flow. Yes, current. This is the area of cross section of the conductor. And J is equal to, you know the expression I by A, where I is the current, A is the area of cross section or area. Yes. By this, current density is the current per unit area of cross section taken normal to the direction of flow of current. Normal to the direction of the current means the area always should be normal to the direction of the current. This is the definition for the current density, and its SI unit is ampere per meter square. And you have to remember that the current density is a vector quantity. Now let us know what is drift velocity and relaxation time, which are the very important terms. So to make you understand this drift velocity and relaxation time, let me consider a conductor. A conductor consists of free electrons and immobile positive ions. Immobile positive ions. These are free electrons and positive ions. Before connecting this conductor to battery, electrons in this conductor are free and they normally move in all direction, random in all direction because of collision with the immobile positive ion. Therefore, the average initial velocity of electrons is equal to 0. Therefore, current is also 0. This is the condition before connecting to battery. When I connect this conductor to a battery of potential difference V, the electric field is created in this conductor. Now, all the free electrons are in the electric field, so they experiences the force. Because of this force, they are accelerated towards the positive terminal of the battery. Yes. And even though there is force on this electrons, the electrons immediately won't they line up towards the positive terminal of the battery. Instead, they continue to move in zigzag path and slowly drift towards the positive terminal of the battery. This velocity with which they slowly accelerate towards the positive terminal of the battery is nothing but drift velocity. You can also understand like this. So instead of free electrons, you can imagine the students who are in the playground without the teacher. Without the teacher means there is no electric field. And they play and run in all direction randomly. Similarly, these electrons also move in random direction. And when battery is connected, means when the teacher arrives and asks the students to line up, this students move slowly towards the line. Same way, electrons, when they are in electric field, they slowly drift towards the positive terminal of the battery, which is given by the electric field to the electrons. Although they are in the random or continue to in the zigzag path, they accelerate towards the directed or preferred direction, that is towards the positive terminal of the battery. The velocity with which they slowly accelerate towards the positive terminal of the battery is known as drift velocity, and it is denoted by the letter V in the subscript D. The D represents the drift, V represents the velocity, which is in the opposite direction to the electric field. So this you have to include in the definition. So what is drift velocity? Drift velocity is the average velocity gained by the free electrons of the conductor in a direction. In what direction they drift? They drift in opposite direction to the electric field. This velocity is known as drift velocity. And what is relaxation time? It is the average time. It is the average time that is between the two successive collisions of an electron with the ions. When the electron collide with a positive ion, between the two successive collisions, they accelerate. The time between the two collisions is known as relaxation time, and it is denoted by tau. Tau is the symbol of relaxation time. These two quantities, they depend on temperature. How they depend on temperature? You know that when the temperature increases, the speed of the electron also increases. When they speed up, the time taken for the collision decreases. The time taken for the collision decreases. When the relaxation time decreases, velocity also decreases. Let us know how this drift velocity depends on the relaxation time by deriving the expression for the drift velocity in terms of relaxation time. And the diagram for this derivation is same as the derivation J is equal to sigma E. For all the derivation, you have to draw the same diagram, that is a conductor of area of cross section A, length L, electric field, battery with potential difference V, and the current I in the circuit, direction of drift velocity of the electrons and the electric field, which is in opposite direction to the drift velocity. Now you know that before connecting to the battery, in the conductor, electrons move in random direction. Therefore, initial velocity is equal to 0 and the current in the circuit is 0. And when this conductor is connected to the battery, electrons accelerate towards the one direction. They all start to move towards one direction and they continue to in zigzag path. In the same zigzag path, they move towards one direction, that is positive terminal of the battery. Now, we have the equation. You know that equation, kinematic equation, V is equal to U plus AT, in which U is the initial velocity, V is the final velocity, and A is the acceleration, T is the time. This initial velocity is the velocity before connecting to the battery, which was 0. Yes. And final velocity is the velocity after connecting to the battery gained by the electrons, is that drift velocity, which is denoted by Vd. And the T here, it is the relaxation time between the two successive collisions where the electrons accelerate. Therefore, this equation can be written as Vd, which is equal to U plus A tau, equation 1. And in equation 1, initial velocity is equal to 0. Initial velocity is equal to 0. Between the two successive collisions, the electrons are accelerated. Therefore, equation 2 is Vd is equal to A tau. Let us find that acceleration, which is due to the electric field. Yes. So, from the electric field, we have the force equation, which is given by force is equal to minus E, where E is the charge of electron and E is the electric field. This is charge and this is electric field. And we also have the expression for the force, that is mass into acceleration. Now equate this two equation, or from this equation find out the A. A is equal to F by M, and we have the F in terms of electric field because the conductor is connected to battery. So let us express the force in terms of electric field. Then we have the acceleration is equal to minus EE by M. This is equation 3. Now substitute this equation 3 in equation 2. Then you have the drift velocity is equal to minus EE tau by M. In this equation, the negative sign represent that drift velocity and electric field are in opposite direction. And this equation let us represent in the vector form, where velocity is a vector quantity and electric field is a vector quantity. Both are in opposite direction. This you know by the definition of drift velocity. Yes, next is mobility. The quantity mobility, which is denoted by the mu symbol. Mu. This is mu. What is mobility? To know what is mobility, let us consider the expression for the drift velocity. So, drift velocity is equal to minus E is the charge and E is the capital E is the electric field, tau relaxation time divided by mass of electron. In this, E, the charge, tau, time and the mass are constant. The only variable is electric field. So, all these constants are replaced by the proportional. Then Vd is proportional to electric field. Now, that proportionality constant is replaced by mu, which is known as mobility. Therefore, mu is equal to Vd by E. What is mu now? Mu is the ratio of drift velocity to the electric field. Let me repeat. The definition of mobility is the ratio of drift velocity to the electric field. Now, what is the SI unit of mobility? You know the unit of velocity, that is meter per second, and the unit of electric field is Newton per coulomb. On solving this, you have meter, Newton per coulomb and per second. Meter, coulomb per Newton per second. Or instead of this Newton per coulomb, you can also consider the other unit of electric field, that is volt per meter, or meter per second by volt per meter, which is the another unit of electric field. By this, we have the unit for the mobility as meter per second per, okay, this when I take to the numerator becomes the positive power. So, meter into meter is meter square per second per volt. Per second per volt. These are the two units for the mobility, and the mobility is defined as the ratio of drift velocity to the electric field. The next derivation is the current. You know that before connecting to the battery in the conductor, there is no current. After connecting to the battery, all electrons drift towards the positive terminal of the battery. Since they move towards one direction, that is towards the positive terminal through an area of cross section, that is nothing but current. Current is defined as the flow of charges in one direction with time is current. Now I have to derive the current expression in terms of drift velocity. In terms of drift velocity. Again, you have to draw the same diagram, but instead of L, here we consider the displacement, that is delta x, means from one point to another point of the conductor, the electrons flow through an area of cross section A with respect to time, that is current. Now I have to derive the current expression considering this diagram. Delta x is nothing but displacement, and these are the electrons which drift in the direction opposite to the electric field. First, I need to calculate the number of electrons which carries the charge from one side to another side. The total charge transported per unit time gives the current. So, first I need to calculate the volume of the conductor. What is the volume of the conductor? Volume is given by area into length. And here the length is drift velocity into time, or the length is nothing but displacement. And displacement can be expressed in terms of velocity and time. Let us consider the time as delta t. In that time delta t, the displacement of the electron from one end to another end is delta x. Therefore, delta x is equal to Vd is the velocity with which the electrons drift, and the time taken to drift from one end to another end is delta t. Using that, the volume of the conductor is area into delta x, which is nothing but displacement or the length. Next, the total number of electrons in this volume. The total number of electrons in this volume is NAVD into delta T. So now you know the amount of charge transported. Calculate this charge with respect to time. Then the current I is equal to delta Q by delta T. Delta Q values NAVD delta T divided by the time delta T cancel. Then the expression for the current is NEAVD, where N is the number of electrons per unit volume. The number of electrons per unit volume, and E is the charge of electron, A is the area of cross section, Vd is drift velocity. So we have expressed the current in terms of drift velocity, whose equation is NEAVD. Now you know what is drift velocity, relaxation time, and the expression for the drift velocity and the current. So next, let us derive the expression for the conductivity, which is for 5 marks. Very important question from this chapter, which is for 5 marks. The same diagram, conductor, area of cross section A, length L, drift of electrons in opposite direction to the electric field when battery of potential difference V is connected to this conductor, and I in the circuit. Now, what all the equation you have derived? Let us list out that we use in this derivation to derive the expression for conductivity. One of the expression is J. J is equal to sigma E, because here we have the conductivity sigma. Next, J is also given by I by A. J is also given by I by A according to the definition. Next, we derived the drift velocity, whose expression is E tau by M. Here I ignoring the direction and I am considering only the magnitude of the drift velocity. And the last expression is the current expression, which is NEAVD. Yes. Using this, let us derive the expression for the conductivity. So conductivity, to derive it, we have current density J. J is equal to sigma E. From this, sigma is equal to J by E. Yes, what is sigma? Sigma itself is the conductivity. I need expression for the sigma. And sigma is equal to, what is J according to the definition? It is I by A. I by A. Now what is sigma is equal to? I by A E, where I is current. So what is the expression for the current? NEAVD. So in the place of current, right now NEAVD. Hence, sigma is equal to NEAVD by AE. AA cancel. Now substitute for VD. Then we have the sigma as NEE. Expression of VD is EE tau by M. EE gets cancelled. So sigma is equal to NE square tau by M. This is the expression for the sigma, which is given by NE square tau by M. So what is the expression for sigma? N is the number of electrons per unit volume. E is the charge of electron. Tau is nothing but relaxation time, and M is the mass of electron. This is the expression for the conductivity, which is for 5 mark in your exam. So in this session, you have learned about the current density, drift velocity, relaxation time and its expression, and you derived the current in terms of drift velocity. The last derivation was conductivity, which is for 5 mark. Okay, in the next session, let us consider the cell and we will discuss on cells. Thank you.